So, Jacksfilms has finally responded to the Sssniperwolf situation, and Sssniperwolf has gone back on her decision to quit YouTube, essentially saying, "Hi guys, I'm better now, what's up? Oh yeah, that Omegle stuff? Ignore it in the past now. I can enjoy my Halloween parties and my drinking. Lovely stuff. Oh, and that lawsuit of impending doom? Yeah, no, that lawsuit that might spell the end of the Sssniperwolf channel for good. Yeah, well, that doesn't matter. I'm just gonna party with my sister and just let everything burn behind me. And then perhaps maybe make some super epic doxing trips on the way." YouTube are providing her a solution to the online barrage and criticism that she's getting for all of her antics. And where we've seen other creators make reaction type review sort of content get penalised far worse on this platform, Sssniperwolf is reigning free, and in my opinion that's quite sad. Not specifically because she's getting away with it, but because of all the fallen soldiers that we've lost to YouTube's community service guidelines, and we're seeing someone who is violating so many in the public eye and not face as harsh repercussions when you've got like some earnest creators who, you know, are just really trying to make their way and then they just get strucken down by this invisible hand of YouTube law. Anyways, we'll be getting into all of that and more on Murray's Annie, where we explore the wonderfully weird world of the web. So if you're enjoying this video, please be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and let me know if you're new here. So yeah, let's get right back into the video, shall we? So Sssniperwolf is back, and in one of my last videos I basically said she's quitting YouTube, and we got a few comments kind of pointing out that she's still uploading. And to confirm, she did actually put on her Instagram that she was quitting YouTube and she was taking a break. So, you know, what we reported there wasn't 100% false. She just like continued to upload, and the stuff that she did upload was actually sort of backlogged content. And we can tell this because the scenery and the Omegle videos, they all seem like they were shot in completely different times, just in case Sssniperwolf does want to go on these sort of breaks, because as we've established, because of this lawsuit, we know that the Sssniperwolf channel is a bit more corporate than first glances might have on. So in relation to Sssniperwolf's inconsistent promises, it seems that she's turned her comments off on both her channel and on her Instagram. We can all suppose why that is. I'm probably thinking that it's got more to do with the Omegle allegations than the Jacksfilms beef, which she publicly egged on and basically publicly doxed Jacksfilms, because we're not forgetting that. I feel like she's turned comments off for that other stuff, because I feel like she's quite proud of the doxing thing, to be honest, and the fact that she's got away with it, you know, and she's enjoyed herself and sort of just, it's fine. Everyone can enjoy themselves, but it's just like, at the end of the day, you just the repercussions from YouTube aren't there. And it's not fair on everyone else. Because it appears that her demonetization only lasted for about a week, so there's that. But anyways, after quite a long wait, we finally got Jacksfilms' response as to what he's going to do with his channel moving forward after all this Sssniperwolf stuff. So yeah, let's just take a look at that, shall we?
Hey everyone, long time no chat. These last few weeks have been pretty rough, to say the least. Aaron and I are okay, but we're just in this weird limbo of scared to leave our home and strongly considering.
So there you have it. Sssniperwolf has inflicted irreparable harm on Jacksfilms' mentality when making content, because no one should ever have to fear that someone's going to just turn up outside your house. And it doesn't even have to be Sssniperwolf. It could be just one of her millions of Instagram followers who just decide to turn up at Jacksfilms' house one day. You know what I mean? And the fact that, you know, it's still having this effect on him and he has to move, that's just sad. That's just very sad. And then we see Sssniperwolf and the other culprit, her sister, sort of just out about gallivanting and perhaps, you know, planning their next tour around some unsuspecting person's house.
So it hasn't been great, but we both want to thank you all for your incredible support during this time. We've read your messages, and I can't begin to tell you just how much we truly appreciate them. So thank you all so much. I'm deciding on what to do with this channel and how to move forward, but in the meantime, there's something I'd like to try that's consistent with our mission of crediting the creators. So for the time being, here's my plan.
And this is the honourable thing that Jack's doing, you know. He's still leading the mission on getting these smaller creators their credit, getting them their payment, getting them, you know, getting them that little bump that they need to keep going and keep making stuff. So yeah, I really respect Jack for doing this, to be honest.
If you're a creator and you're open to the idea of me watching your work live on stream, providing critiques and feedback and tips, then please send us your stuff. And then on top of me critiquing it, we're also going to play bingo with your videos. There are spaces like great thumbnail, editing goes hard, chat loves your vid.
So that's pretty cool. He's really turning a bad thing into such a good thing for all those sort of creators. And I feel like being younger and sort of seeing Jack do this and like sort of having that interaction, that interactive essence to your channel where you can sort of take this concept that was originally built to critique one person and then flip it and make this bingo sort of format something that's widely accessible for all types of creators to be highlighted. And I really hope it does kick off, and I really hope it does do well, and you know, like this whole format isn't just relied on Sssniperwolf. But yeah, no, I really can't wait to see what comes of this.
Now obviously I'll shout out the creators, I'll link to them in the description once the series starts, but most importantly, I'll only react to videos from creators that consent to me reacting to them. I'm not going to go to TikTok.
Yeah, because Sniperwolf didn't do any of that, and that's kind of the whole point, you know, that YouTube is still rewarding her. You know, that demonetization doesn't matter anymore. Oh, her leaving doesn't matter anymore. What kind of penalization? There is none. Oh, but you know, these smaller creators, they're the ones feeling the heat because they're not YouTube's golden girl, and they're not, you know, this pretty face that they can plaster everywhere and get money from. You know, at the end of the day, I'm not against reaction videos at all, to be honest. I'm guilty. I've been there. I've made reaction videos, and some might even argue that what we're watching now isn't much different to a reaction video in essence, really.
For you page and just grab whatever has a million likes. And on the flip side, if you're brave enough to send me your work, I'm not just going to stare at it jaw agape and go, man, that was something. I aim to constructively pick it apart, do deep dives, tell you what works and what I think could use some work, and kind of turn this channel into a workshop for creators. At least that's what I want to try. And I keep saying try because I'm in a weird spot. I don't know what the future of this channel is. There's a lot of uncertainty. I can't stress how off things have been since the incident. But this is my literal job. I have to do something with this channel. So in the meantime, let's try this. So if you're a creator and your stuff has maybe fallen through the algorithmic cracks and you're okay with me watching and analyzing your work, fill out the form. If we get enough responses from you guys, then our first stream could be as early as Monday, November 6th. And whatever happens, I hope to keep our message intact of crediting the creators.
So there we have it. Jacksfilms' response to the situation. You know, it's quite upsetting that, you know, he still feels weird after this whole thing, and I can completely understand and empathize with him. To be honest, I completely get where his head is at. I'd also want to move house after all this kind of stuff, especially because if his house was already on Google, and you have like every curious sort of like young viewer of Jack is probably gonna Google where does Jacksfilms live after all of this kind of stuff, and that's just, yeah, I feel like he should move this time. Hopefully Sssniperwolf won't come knocking. But yeah, transforming it and taking sort of like the best thing, in my opinion, what's come from this, like the interaction with the fan base and sort of like building this sort of nice format of this tit for tat sort of thing with the creator and the viewer. I really like where this is going, and I really do hope this signifies like a sort of new era for creators to sort of like huddle together and create some just cool, good stuff with permission and all that. So we see after Sssniperwolf's so-called apology that she's continued to upload videos, even though she said she needs a break, and that break was not long at all. It seems like they were still being uploaded and whatever. It appears that, yeah, she's disabled comments on pretty much all her social media, and we all understand why. However, you see, YouTube, they've basically announced something at a very curious time. They've announced that YouTube are testing out comment controls to manage video interactions. YouTube is testing a new option that will enable creators to deactivate future comments on selected videos, while keeping comments that have been posted till that point in order to provide more ways to manage the discussion around your clips. To be clear, you can already switch off video comments both at the channel and individual video level, but in doing so you deactivate all the comments, even those that have already been posted. You can work around this by holding comments for review, but there's currently no way to halt comments at a given point. This new process aims to deliver more of a middle ground, so you can maintain a level of discussion, even if you do choose to switch the comments off. Interesting. So basically here, instead of Sssniperwolf, let's say, turning off all the comments and basically not letting anyone see any of the old comments, YouTube are presenting her with an option to completely pause everything and basically give the illusion that the comments are coming through, but really they're just old comments and everything's been paused until she decides the comments can come in again when everyone's forgotten about this in a few months or whatever, because she's clearly just going to continue doing what she's doing, which is fine, I guess. Now, it's interesting, this apparent favouritism with YouTube, because you might want to argue what we're doing on this channel isn't much different from reaction content. And in fact, I am very guilty of making reaction videos when I was like 12 years old, all the way to when I was about 15 or 16 years old. Like, you know, it was the in thing to react to the latest Flash episode or Star Wars trailer, which plays a massive part into why I don't think creators should be taken down for making reaction videos. In my opinion, don't shoot the messenger here, but I feel like it's another genre of video that if people enjoy, then they should be able to have access to creators who are providing that type of content. But hey ho, that's just me. So, in conclusion, what can we actually sort of learn from all this? And I'd say is that YouTube definitely need to be either a lot less harsh with everyone, or they need to basically cut down on Sssniperwolf, even though she rakes in a lot of money for them. I'm all for more laxed laws on YouTube, to be honest. I feel like, you know, reaction videos, whatever, I feel like they're transformative enough. I feel like it's fair use. But I remember back in the day when I used to make reaction videos, that was the struggle. It was the fair use struggle, you know, like, because if you're providing like a 5-minute review or so on the tail end of this reaction, then why should it be taken down and why should your channel be demonetized? I feel like at the end of the day it's still a review, and why is that any different to, you know, any sort of review that you see on the TV or something, you know what I mean? But I feel like from here on we're gonna see a lot of this just dwindle over and people forget about it from here. There's really not many places this can go other than maybe YouTube stepping in or something, but it seems that YouTube is still striking the hammer on smaller creators who are sort of making this reaction sort of content, and even like demonetizing people for making repetitive content. And Sssniperwolf is making more repetitive content than them all. So it's like, at the end of the day, I don't feel like people should be penalized for making repetitive content on YouTube if people keep watching it. Like it's the audience's prerogative at the end of the day. So yeah, I just feel like YouTube should just be YouTube should be a tiny bit hands off. You know, if they're gonna like come down on anyone, come down on everyone. You know, don't have favorites. That's the annoying thing. But yeah, guys, I just want to say thank you so much for all the support recently, and thank you for all the feedback. It really is amazing just to see where this channel's going, and I really do appreciate it, and I will be here again next time. So thank you for watching the video. See ya.